Hello, my name is Bugaboo Gamer, and today I'm gonna build a giant copper golem in celebration of the new update. Drop Free 2025 is the official name. It's basically unnamed as of now. It seems like a lot of people are calling it 1.22, but I've not seen anything what actually is official by Mojang calling it that. So I guess it could be, but I'm just waiting to see what it's called when it releases, because we can't know for sure until it releases. But its main feature, other than the copper armor and tools, is copper golems, which are a rejected mob vote mob. And I happen to have a lot of copper, what I've gathered in my Minecraft world so far. I don't even know how many stacks this is. Is it gonna fit in my inventory? Barely. So they said copper was abundant, and they definitely weren't wrong about that. So 95 copper blocks is how many I can make. And I can make like tons of copper stuff right now. Let's just make a few. Let's see how many this one stack can make. I think this is gonna be like 5 blocks, I guess. Let's see. 7 blocks. Okay. So this might not be that accurate since I'm going to be doing this from memory. Where should our copper golem be? I think when the update comes out, I could have a giant copper chest to go with the copper golem, and that could be my storage, and it could have copper golems in it. So I need to figure out where that would go best, because it needs to be close enough, but it's easy for me to access my storage, but like still have its own space. I guess if I chop down some trees over here, then I can make a little more space and then I can build it here. Okay, so let's just start. So this is already not enough blocks. I'm assuming the copper golem is gonna be like most Minecraft mobs, where it's like legs aren't really separated. Am I correct? I'm just gonna quickly look. Yeah, so it's kind of short and doesn't have separated legs like most stuff in Minecraft. I hope 95 blocks is enough, otherwise I'm gonna have to go mining. Let's just make all of the ones I can make. Wait, I can still make more? I have a stack of copper blocks now. If this isn't enough, I might end up just taking down this statue. I hope it's enough, though. Okay, I might need to get my happy ghast. This looks like a good amount of space. I think even though I'm trying to do this from memory, I'm going to end up continuing to look at what the copper golem actually looks like. This looks like its height. Now I just need to move on to its chest. So, I think a project like this is the perfect first use for my happy ghast, because I haven't really done anything other than have it hang out. So I think this is a good building project to use my happy ghast for. I just need to get its sleeve. Okay. Now let's head back. Very slowly, apparently. So far, it just kind of looks like a weird copper block I built. I'm gonna check to see if there's a difference between what I've made so far. No, I feel like the like textures are really what make it obvious. But since it's all going to be made of the same block, it's kind of not really, I'm not really able to make it textured like that. I'm just going to have to hope it looks good. I think the speed effect from the beacon is actually working on my Happy Ghast. It seems a little faster. That's good. I already only have 24 blocks left from all that copper. I really hope this is enough. Okay, so this is the Copper Golem so far. And it's almost done, but I am out of copper, so I'm gonna have to go get more. You can't actually use the fireworks, it seems like, when they're in your left hand. So I don't really get why they can even go in the offhand anyway. I feel like that's only really useful on Java. I'm already finding copper. This is just going towards the whole copper super abundant thing. But that's not why I'm coming here, because this is not a cave, even if it has a lot of naturally generated copper. I should really look through this cave though, because even though I said a second ago it's not a cave, there is a cave what it like goes through. Like the cave here is not the point of here, but it is still a pretty good cave. I need to come mining here sometime and not get distracted and do that now. I'm just gonna stop before I fully start focusing on this. I have to go so much of this cave to get to where I'm meant to go, and this is just making me want to go mining instead, because even though I don't really do it that often anymore, mining in Minecraft really is fun. Which makes sense because they probably wouldn't put mine in the title if it wasn't an enjoyable part of the game. But I just need to go down here, because I'm guessing you either already guessed what it is or you know now because of that. But this is a trial chamber, which I made a video on already. But I'm coming back here because I want copper. And not oxidized copper. But I think I can just remove that with my axe. What's this? Cut copper. I could use that to make the like texturing. I'll have to see what variations of copper there are when I'm done the Copper Golem, and then I can like add texturing to it after. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need 8 copper bulbs. So I need this. Oh no, they're different types. I'm just gonna place it and get rid of that. And then I can just get rid of all the oxidization, so that I don't have to worry about them not stacking. So this is gonna be for its eyes, so I need 8 of them. I didn't realize how dark this place was gonna get without the copper bulbs. It's kind of creepy. I still need more. Okay, this should be the last one. Alright, now I got 8. Now I can continue mining for copper. The Copper Golem can definitely be textured with these variants, and it's kind of dumb I didn't think of using these before. Okay, so my trial chamber has now been looted even more than it already was, so now I think I can leave, if I'm able to stop myself from mining every single ore block I see. Okay, now we have more copper smelting, and we can go continue working on the Copper Golem. Oh no, I realized I made the head... The proportions are wrong. The head's too small. Like, it fits with the body, but everything must be too small then. I'm gonna have to, like, scale it up somehow? I don't know. Can I just make it slightly wider without it looking weird? Because the problem is what I accidentally didn't make it wide enough for the eyes to fit. It looks a little weird. I think if I made it taller, it would be fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of these head pieces because now the golem needs to be even taller than it already was. Wait, why am I adding head pieces again? Okay, so I used up all the copper, and it's almost done. It just needs to finish its head. Then we'll add a nose and that little lightning rod it has on its head. Why did this slime just fall from the sky? Okay. So I just need to mine a little bit and then I'll get some copper blocks from the child chambers. Okay. So I went mining and got more stacks of of raw copper. And I got a stack of copper from the child chamber. So I think this should be enough to finish the copper golem statue. I mean, the copper golems are kind of robot-seeming things, so does that mean what if I made the copper golem redstone powered and it like moved and organized stuff, then it would technically just be a big copper golem and not a statue? I'm not smart enough to make a copper golem like walk and organize stuff though. Okay. I think I should have enough copper now, but if I don't, then I can just smelt the raw copper I got. Okay, so the head's done now. It just is missing the nose and the antenna lightning rod thing. But I had like half a chest full worth of copper ingot stacks at the start of this video. And I've continued to mine copper and like get copper from the trial chamber. And now I'm left with just these 4 blocks. I can't believe how much copper this statue eats up. Okay, so he has a nose now. I'm not sure if it's too thin or not. So I think once he has the lightning rod head, then I'm gonna look at him again and see if I think he needs the nose to be more or less thin. Or the lightning rod to be more or less thin, I guess. I thought I wouldn't need to get any more copper, but that lightning rod is not finished. So apparently I'm gonna have to go on another trip for copper. I really hope I don't have to come back here again after this. I didn't think I'd have to come back here this time. Okay, I have 42 and 2. So I can unwax these and unoxidize these. And then I should have 44. And hopefully 44 is enough blocks to finish that lightning rod. Okay, so I've not finished that yet, but I think the lightning rod like sticks out too much. It looks like it's like a mushroom on his head. I think it needs to be thinner. Okay, so other than removing the like pillars and staircases I made so I could build up there. I think it's done. It still looks a little off, so I'm probably gonna have to edit it more. But first, I'm gonna try and add some texturing from the mob. So I'm gonna check what it looks like for a second. So there's just kind of patterns on it. Okay, so I'm gonna replace some of his details with copper, or chiseled copper, and then when I'm done, I'll show what I've made so far. Okay, so I've lowered the lightning rod a little bit, and I've added some chiseled copper based off of what I think his little textures on him are. And I think it almost looks like a copper golem. It looks close enough where you can obviously tell what it is. The worst part of the build, in my opinion, is the fact what the lightning rod is not centered, because to get it to be thin enough to look correct, it has to be to the side. So since I'm mainly going to be looking at it from over here, since this is where my house is, I made it where it was on the right side, so it looked like it's in the center from this perspective. But I imagine if you look from over here by this tree I'm trying to build, yeah, it looks wrong. I guess eventually I can fix that, but I don't really have an idea of how, other than trying to expand this even more. And I really don't want to have to get more copper. So I'm imagining most of you are going to be leaving the video now since this guy's finished. But there is one more thing I want to do before the video ends, because if I go in my base and I place a single copper block here, and then I go outside, then I can fly over here and quickly collect a pumpkin, then fly back. Then I can place this pumpkin here and get shears if I'm ever able to figure out where I put my shears. Okay, they're in here. And now this is sheared. So in theory, I'm not sure if this actually will work, but in theory, as soon as the update comes out, this pumpkin will turn into a copper golem, and this copper block will turn into a copper chest. And I think it would be really cool to just log in one day and have a copper golem and a copper chest waiting for me. So I'm going to leave this here until the update comes out. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. YouTube thinks it's a really good video when you do that, and it shows it to more people, and that helps me. And I'm not sure if YouTube likes it if you like the video, but if you did enjoy the video, then you could press the like button, and that would show me what you did enjoy it, and I'd be happy about that. And I hope what you're as excited as I am for the copper update, because I have fought for a little while what Mojang has been making meh updates recently, but now actually playing them, I've seen what stuff like 1.21 wasn't as bad as I thought it was, and all of the drops so far since then have been really fun. And I'm excited to see both what is added in this update and what updates will be in the future, even if they're years in the future. Goodbye! I wonder if I should keep this dragon head on or not. Its mouth moves when you move. Ah. I'll take it off. Bye-bye.